American billionaire and businessman Carl Icahn revealed a 30% holding in his portfolio for the singular car rental company Hertz. Now, unfortunately, Hertz went bankrupt a couple days ago. That really hurts to watch. Hey guys, John here with another video on personal finance and financial independence. So I recently made the choice to switch from investing in individual stocks to investing in a portfolio that's diversified and consists of ETFs and index funds from different sectors of the market. Now, the reason I switched from investing in individual stocks to now investing in a diversified portfolio is because I honestly didn't know much about technical analysis, and therefore I felt like risk-wise, it was better to invest in a diversified portfolio. Now, it was honestly a hit to my pride to admit that to myself, but I feel a lot better about my decision, and here's why. I believe that unless you're super knowledgeable about the technical analysis of stocks and you're making an outsized profit in the short term, or you think that you can beat the S&P 500 consistently over the long term, then it's better to invest in the S&P. And here's the example that I used. Now, let's say I wanted to pick a winning stock. Everyone wants to pick a winning stock. No one wants to invest in the total market index because it's not sexy. People want those huge, massive returns and never want to really be consistent about it. Let's say that I was the type of investor that wanted to go all in on one individual stock that was a winning stock. I put in an initial contribution of $10,000 into one individual stock. Let's also assume that I put $1,000 every month into this one individual stock over the course of 10 years. That would mean that the principal amount that I would have invested is $130,000. Taking into account a consistent 10% return over the course of 10 years, I would have ended up with $217,186.52. Sounds pretty good, right? I picked the winning stock and I got a 10% return every year consistently. But now let's assume I wanted to take a more diversified approach because I was more risk averse. Let's say I put $10,000 into VTI, which is the total stock market index. Let's assume also that I'm getting a 7% return consistently every year. Not as much as the 10% that we used in our first example, but it's still a return, right? But let's also assume that my focus was on saving more money instead of picking the winning stock. Let's say instead my focus was saving an extra $500 a month and investing that into the market. Therefore, every month I would invest $1,500 over 10 years. The principal amount that I would invest is $190,000. Assuming a $1,500 monthly contribution at a 7% annualized return, I would end up with $268,367.58. Comparing the first example to the second, that is a difference of $51,181.06. Not only that, but my risk is much less by investing in the total stock market rather than one individual company. And as we've seen from billionaire Carl, investing in a singular company is really risky. Whereas if you invest in a diversified portfolio and just focus more on your savings rate, you can come out ahead without taking on that extra risk. Alright guys, so I hope this video finds you well and reaffirms the fact that investing in a diversified portfolio consisting of things like VTI or VOO, which is the S&P, was a pretty good choice after all. Alright, peace.